Wow, you sure have to climb a lot of steps to get into this APGO Capitol building here in Maryland, but I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just a draft. Guess I'm only a draft of a workshop abstract, and I'm sitting here on APGO's Capitol Hill. Well, it can be a long, long journey to a faculty development session workshop abstract that I know will attract participants who got my back.
G-Draft, the APGO Faculty Development Session, is a great place to share innovative educational tools and to enhance participants' teaching techniques. Only a small portion of submitted abstracts can be included due to limited space. Let me give you some helpful tips for this process. There are 3 key points to think about when writing up a successful submission. 1. Be clear about the purpose of your workshop. 2. Remember who the audience will be. And 3. Adhere to the structure of the workshop submission. Let's expand on these 3 points. 1. Be clear about the purpose of your workshop. The purpose is the why of your idea. Why is this an important topic, and how will this be impactful for the participants? Remember to look at the sub-themes of the meeting. The meeting organizers have chosen the emphasis they want to make. The fundamental purpose of your submission should be to create an engaging and helpful workshop that will empower the participants to want to innovate their own educational spaces. Although this is an opportunity to share some of your own research data, this is not the overall goal of your submission. We are always looking for new ideas and creative approaches. Key point number 2, remember who the audience will be. There are 2 audiences to think about: who will be selecting the abstracts to include, the conference selection committee, and who will want to attend your session, the conference participants. Both audiences will want to see novel approaches to common educational topics or hot new topics in medical education. The selection committee also looks at prior presentation experience. It can be a good idea to pair up with someone with experience because of this. Multi-institutional collaboration is great. Also remember that most of the attendees of APGO FDS are involved in medical student education. Abstracts related to resident education should be submitted if they are applicable to student learning, general education, or faculty development. Final point number 3, make sure that what you submit adheres to the structure of the workshop submission. Let's examine each component. The objectives. It is important to clearly define your learning outcomes. It may be helpful to remember the basic levels of Bloom's taxonomy. These 6 levels can be used to structure the learning objectives and lessons of your workshop. The workshop agenda. How can you create an engaging and creative approach to an educational issue? Remember that the definition of a workshop is a meeting at which a group of people engage in intensive discussion and activity on a particular subject or project. This is very different than a research abstract presentation. You might want to consider including time estimates for components of the workshop. This is always helpful for the committee to know that you have a realistic grasp on how long things will take. The interactive component is so important, for we all learn best by doing, so how will participants be interacting with you and with each other during the session? The take-home product. We are all busy, so what can participants go home with that will help them to be better women's health educators? And will your product be able to be transferred to other institutions as well?
Wow, it does take a lot of creative energy and planning to create a successful workshop submission. Are there resources that are available for people who are interested in help with this process?
Absolutely. APGO UMEC members all have experience with successful workshop submissions and presentations, and we would all be happy to help, whether it's to have a simple chat about ideas or more in-depth conversations. In conclusion, remember to think about the why, who, and what of your next APGO FDS workshop submission. We hope this has been a helpful review, and good luck!